Okay guys, Tony here, and I've got some updates for LeadBlasta customers. What I want to show you here, this is a brand new Chrome extension that I've just built. I've actually had to wait for 2 days to get this one approved, and now that I've got it approved, I want to record this part here because we've added 2 ways that you can be more secure with the emails that you're getting people opting in with. For example, we can use some credits with an email verification service that will basically reject anybody trying to opt in with a fake email or with a temporary email. Or we have this option here that I'm going to show you now, which is a double opt-in, but the double opt-in is actually happening here in the app. Okay, so I just want to demonstrate that for you. So I'm just going to put my name in here, and I'll choose one of these that I don't use too often. Click on subscribe. Okay, so you can see here we have sent a verification link to your email. Please check your email for verification link. Okay, so I'm just going to check that in another window over here. I'll go over to Commando HQX. Okay, so you can see that it's here, and we can click on the verify. Okay, now that we've verified, we can click on here, already verified, and that lets us in. Okay, so it confirms that verification via API, and you can see here that we have got our checklist, etc. showing. Okay, so there's a few things I've actually been working on in the background. Okay, so in this particular checklist, what you will see down here, this is an on-page SEO checklist, but if you come down, you will see at the bottom here I've got LeadBlasta Chrome Store extension on-page SEO tips. There's 16 tips in here, and some of them have some bullet points, etc. as well. Okay, now I've actually built a separate one as well, or I'm almost finished a separate one. And this is it here, guys. This will be released probably today or tomorrow. I just need to do a final sort of draft and review of this. And what I've done here is I've put together some promotion stuff, okay, in the format of a 30-day challenge. Okay, so that you can, if you want to follow it, you can. You don't have to, but there's some good suggestions in here for how to get some traffic, how to get some people, more people looking at your checklist and opting in, etc., so that you can build your email list. Okay, and if you follow everything in here, the chances are you're probably going to get at least 1,000 subscribers within the 30 days. But if you follow the steps here, then you need to take it seriously, and I'll explain all of that in a separate video a little bit later. But what we can do here as well, in case you missed the update that we did last week, I can't believe that was only last week. We've done so many updates, and some really significant updates as well, that I kind of forget some of them sometimes because they're just happening so quickly. What we can do here is I can click on import categories in here, and then I can go and find a category that I've already saved from before. So for example, I've got this LeadBlasta Chrome Store extension on page SEO tips. I can click on that and save it, and that pulls that category that I created within that on-page SEO checklist and pulls it in here. So you can see then how we can use this quite effectively. Now if you want to save any of these categories as well, what you can do is you can click on save a template and choose a category you want to save. Okay, and you can choose any of these, give it a name. You can even just copy and paste the name from here and put it like that, and you just click on save here, and that will save as a template that you can pull into any other checklists later, just like you saw me do there. Okay, so yeah, this one is almost finished, and we have now got our LeadBlasta Chrome Store extension on page SEO tips. Okay, so that has to come with a video. So there's going to be a video for that. Probably it's going to be a tutorial, but we might do a webinar with a Q&A session afterwards as well. Okay, Also, I've done a video script. Okay, now the video script is actually in this format here. where you're just going to fill in the blanks. Okay, so in here you're going to see it says checklist video script number 1. That's because I'm likely to do more, but I don't have any time frame on it. Okay, for now this is good enough. Okay, and it's basically a script that you just fill in the blanks and then you read it aloud, or you can get someone on Fiverr.com to do the voiceover for you. Okay, it's probably better you just do little parts of this, read it aloud. I put in the blue text here, examples. Okay, and this is basically going to give you a video that's about 2 or 3 minutes long, that is about your checklist, which we use on youtube.com. We put one link in description which links to your Chrome store page, so you actually have to have your checklist on the Chrome store before you make your video, and then you can upload the video or embed the video using the API key, update the API from inside LeadBlasta. Okay, so if I added my video in here now, all I would do is click on here to publish the API update, and that would update in real time to put my video in the actual Chrome store checklist, even though I haven't re-uploaded that. Okay, because it's working with the API. So that's what you would want to do. Okay, so this checklist, it's good enough. You want to change it, you can change it. I just put it there as a guide. It's the kind of thing that I'm using myself. It's something I wanted to put some consistency on, so that you can even record parts of this and save parts of this, and then all you need to do is record some separate parts where you're talking about benefits for a specific checklist, etc., etc. Okay, so you know, this is not groundbreaking stuff. It's not top quality $1 million copywriting, but it's good enough for what we want to do, so that we can use that video to do some extra SEO, so that we can get our checklist ranking quicker for specific keywords that we're targeting. Okay, so that's all for now. Some good updates. Apologies, it's taken a little bit of time. I did actually have to wait 2 days to get this checklist approved. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe Google are short staffed because of the COVID-19 in America, which is kind of raging over there still at the moment. So if you're noticing any delays with your checklist, just give it time, because it's probably something like that. And also, anything that you need to discuss, you can send in to support@anthonyhayes.me, or you can join the Facebook group for LeadBlasta. Okay, a LeadBlasta specific Facebook group. It's not for anything else, it's for LeadBlasta. Okay, so that we can monitor stuff in there, we can get feedback in there as well, about, you know, any suggestions that you have for the tool. And right now what we're doing is we're trying to create the first version of the iOS and Android apps as well. So even if we finish that this week, it's probably not going to be released this week. We will just have that first version for us to be able to test. But once we got that, then it's just a matter of tweaking and touching it up a little bit, so that, you know, we can have it working very, very well, and then we can start to do some tutorials, etc., and release it within a couple of weeks, hopefully, and that will be ready. So anyway, some good updates. So you got the on-page SEO checklist. I'm going to do a video for that today, which I will show you how to actually do on-page SEO based on something I've already done that I'm going to be touching up and making even better now. And I'll go through the checklist just to make sure that I've got everything done there that I mentioned in the checklist, so you can see how that is done. You've now got the video script as well, and you have got the step-by-step checklist. Okay, and I will submit this at some point today or tomorrow as well, to get that approved, and then we will have that within your download page area and within the Facebook group as well. Okay, thank you.